Hey everyone, welcome to Soul Embers. I hope you all had an awesome New Year's Eve and you're feeling really positive and hopeful about 2023, because I feel there's going to be a massive shift in the way we do things in this year. I feel we'll be investing our energy and experience in areas and with people which really bring the value to our lives. I feel we'll be taking responsibility for what we can control and finally letting go of all that enabling behavior that, really holds us back. I also feel that part of that will be letting go of the resistance, or becoming more mindful of the resistance that we feel and releasing that, surrendering that, so things can unfold a little bit more organically. All in all, 2023 is a year that brings more balance and inner harmony. So my question to you is, what do you need to leave in the year that's gone so you can receive and embrace the blessings in this year? Some of you may know what it is that you need to let go of. Others of you may not. Either way, that's what today's reading is all about, and hopefully it will offer some, direction, clarity, or maybe it will just confirm an approach you've already set in motion, which essentially adds more fuel to your confidence, right? So at the end of each year, I take some time to decompress and reflect, and I usually go away for this because if I stay home, I end up working. And this year I chose the most amazing and sacred location to take this journey. And I really wanted to share some of my experience, but most importantly, the outcome, because I just hope that perhaps it'll resonate with some of you, or some of you can relate, and it will give you some clarity or some hope about what the year ahead brings. So if you'd like to go ahead and skip straight to the reading, I would do that right about now though, okay? So as mentioned, I took about a week off and I chose to visit a warm, a laid back and spiritual destination, which is pretty standard for me and right up my alley. And as I started to drop into the moment, all the to-do lists were set aside and I started to reflect on the year that's been, I was simply overcome by exhaustion. Like, it weakened me at the knees, and it made me realize that I, like so many others, had a really tough year. And so as I usually do, I honored the exhaustion. I let it work its way through me. I listened to it, and this is what exhaustion had to say. Despite the challenges I faced, I still persevered. I showed up every day for myself, for my clients, for my daughter, for my family, for my friends. I learned a few hard lessons and I lost quite a few people along the way this year as well. So once I was reminded of all this, I wanted to understand the reason behind this feeling of exhaustion and the purpose exhaustion needed to serve. And this is what I found. The reason I felt exhausted is because I care about my standards and respect the standards of others, that I'm outgrowing and growing all the time. It's a reminder that I'm human, I'm alive, expanding every day. And these feelings are a vital part of achievement and acknowledgement. So as we enter the new year, my wish for you is to lean into what you perceive to be challenging emotions, connect with them, let them share their story with you. Remember that they are vital to your existence and growth. Thank them for fighting your battles. And then once done, remember to release them, once you understand their purpose, so you can take a breather. And trust in your tribe to support and inspire you to rise above them when you feel overwhelmed by them. Just as your support, my YouTube family, my tribe, inspire me to persist despite the challenges and not in spite of them. And so with all that said, I want to take a moment to properly thank you so very much for being a piece of my journey. Connecting with you guys inspires me to walk my talk, to further expand and educate myself, to question my methods and my motives. You inspire me to be the best version of myself because I want to continue to be of service to you. This is my purpose as I'm guided to. And that, my friends, is what great relationships are made of. So here is to a fabulous 2023 for all of us. All right, Scorpio, let's have a look and see what is it that you need to be aware of, that may cause you to become stuck, may cause you to sabotage. What is it that you need to let go of so that you can receive your blessings in 2023? And guys, I'll pull out a couple of cards. I'm just mindful that it is a general reading. Hopefully one, if not both, of the messages will resonate for you. All right, so let's have a look and see. What have we got for the beautiful Scorpios that I'm connecting with? What have we got for the beautiful Scorpios I'm connecting with? One more shuffle, and if nothing falls out, I'll pull out a card. And one more card for Scorpio. One more card, surrender worry. Okay. Surrender worry, Scorpio. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I'll hold up the card for you, but what I'm getting, the energy and the message that I'm getting, Scorpio, is that perhaps we've become quite used to being in a state of worry, being in a state of anxiety. This could come down to decisions and fears, decisions made that this could, no, let me start that sentence again. This could have to do with the fears associated with experiencing a new life, how in whichever form this comes, whether it be career, relationships, even breaking free from environments. It could have to do with one of them, it could have to do with all of them, but not making decisions, not based on logic, like you weigh up the pros and cons and you think, no, that's not a good decision, but based on fear. And so I feel that the lack of taking action, trusting the process, has put you for some time in this state of worry, state of anxiety, state of what things could go wrong. And this may be something now that is just a part of your being. You've become quite used to it. I'm being called to tell you to pay attention to and be mindful of how you're feeling at different times throughout the day. If you are living a life that is in alignment with your spirit and your soul, Scorpio, you will not feel anxiety, stress and worry most of the time. We all feel it sometimes, but not consistently. Our decisions are not based on the fear of what could go wrong all of the time. Pay attention why you're not taking action in certain areas that you would like to, why you're not committing to a goal, why you're not committing to a new adventure, let's say. Is it because you're afraid of letting yourself down? Is it because you're afraid of the challenges that you're going to face? Is it because you're afraid you're not going to follow through and so you'd rather not venture at all? So paying attention to those. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. If you have, if you're inspired, Scorpio, to take to try something different and try something new, you go for it. Whether it is an adventure that you can book in, whether it's something that if it's something that you can book in, if it's something that you can sign up for, let's say, go ahead and do it. You can worry in the interim. You can worry from the time you book it to the time that you start. But at least once you get started, it'll allow you to, lean into your passions, lean into your desire, follow your intuition. It'll allow you to expand expand the power of your faith that Spirit is guiding you, and that good things can come even when we're feeling uncomfortable, right? So let's have a look at the other card. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Now, each message may resonate separately for different groups of you. For some of you, both of them may resonate. And if I was to read this as this message here as an extension of surrender worry, surrender the habit of people pleasing seems to go kind of hand in hand. If we're making decisions based on how we're going to be perceived, how it's going to be received, who we're going to lose, and what we're going to lose in the process, then we move further and further away from belonging from ourselves because of our deep desire to belong to someone else, to belong to other people, to belong to a group of people. And that's the message I'm getting for surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. And at the core of this message, what I'm getting is that you know that focusing on your own happiness is the key here. Letting your intuition guide you is key. Making plans is going to give you direction, is going to help you surrender worry and anxiety as you exercise the habit of pursuing what you are inspired intuitively to pursue. It's going to exercise that state of discomfort that you put yourself in, and you'll learn to worry less and you'll live a less anxious life. What I'm getting here, it's not about, you know this, you know that you need to focus on your own happiness. You know that, and I feel that you are taking steps to, instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. But more importantly, I think you think about what you're going to lose when certain people become unhappy. Or let's say when you exit a certain situation, there is a comfort there, whether it be the consistency of cash flow, a great cash flow when it comes to a career. Perhaps you're not happy there. You want to pursue something that is more creative, that doesn't have as much stability, let's say. So that's a message I'm getting, but let me pull out a card. A message from Spirit. This deck is called Divine Guidance, guys, and the actual images it's fractal art. Very interesting. I love fractal art. It affects our energy. The images really affect our energy. So check it out if you're interested. It's called fractal art. Okay, so what's Spirit message? What's divine guidance does Spirit have for Scorpio? So 2023 looks like a year where you become comfortable with the uncomfortable. That's what it feels like, and keep exercising that. Okay, and the message is number 9, reach for the stars. That's what I'm getting. Pierce through. I'm looking at this card here. It's about completion. For me, it's about putting an end to those patterns and behaviors. It's about new cycles. The number 9 is such a beautiful number. It is about cycles ending and new ones starting. The number 9 might also mean something specific to you. It might be a special number. But if not, I do also suggest that you look up the spiritual meaning of the number 9 and just see if there's something within that meaning that resonates with you, that you can take from that and call on at times where you're feeling that worry, that anxiety, where you're feeling that discomfort as you make these shifts. And the message that I'm getting as I'm looking at this card and the image is just, it's piercing through what has certain areas of your life that have been really stagnant, piercing through, and just making your way slowly through those behaviors and patterns that hold you back. But let's read the definition from the book and see what it has to say. Rewards. We have liftoff. Energetically and physically, things are about to take off in your world. Hold on to your hat. All your hard work is about to pay off. Whatever your venture is right now, there is a great movement coming. Things are about to skyrocket for you. Good things do come, and this is your time to enjoy them. You have done the work. Now is time to reap the rewards. Congratulations. What a positive message, guys. So here is what I'm getting. During these times where, like I said, you feel the conflict, you feel the resistance, you start to feel really worried for extended periods of time and anxious, read this message here. You know, take a screenshot of this, sit with the energy of this message. You know, see what thought, meditate on the energy, see what thoughts and feelings come to the surface and start to explore those and see what you come up with. But what I'm getting here for you, Scorpio, is this is a year that offers an opportunity for you to live the dream of whatever it is you want to feel. And the way you can really harness that and create consistency and continue elevating and lifting your vibration and continue manifesting experiences that give you true pleasure, true fulfillment, that build your self-worth and confidence is by leaning into the worry and working through it rather than resisting it and shrinking away from it. By making decisions based on what you can gain and not what you can lose from enabling people pleasing. Okay? All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.